Hey everyone, this is Kurisu, and tonight I'm going to be continuing work on our channel emotes. Last night I finished our raid emote and confused emote. Pretty excited with how all of our line art turned out. So yeah, tonight I think I'm gonna go ahead and start on color. I don't know which ones I'm starting with, so I'll probably just kind of pick something at random. But yeah. I do have a couple more that I still need to add line art on. But I want to get at least one colored tonight. So of the ones that we have here with line art, do we have a preference for which one we want to start with? No, don't hide slime milk in my refrigerator. I already have oat milk. Oh my gosh. Hi, Hambone. Are you being a good boy? Are you being a good boy? You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. He's coming over here for all the scritches. Ramen. No, I already ate all my ramen. And it's funny because I was talking to Wolfie on Facebook and he's all like, hey, what kind of broth is that? And I'm like, oh, it's miso soup. And I'm like, wait a second. I forgot to add the miso paste. So it was a ramen with miso soup as the broth minus miso, so it wasn't actually like it's surprising though because it didn't actually impact the flavor a whole lot. Like, because I was looking at it and I'm like, it didn't click until after I had said that to him, and I'm like, that is why my broth was more clear than it usually is. Because I'm like, I know I forgot something, but I don't know what it was. And I'm like, it was the miso paste. We solved the mystery. So yeah, that is literally the extent of my excitement for today. Like, that was the most exciting thing that happened. Oh my gosh. I don't mean that in a bad way though. Like, it is always fantastic when small things like that are the exciting thing in your life. Because that means that, like, nothing too drastic is going on. I go ahead and adjust this because I don't like the way this part turned out. chat. Quinn, how's it going? Huh. I didn't know that it was set to that. I appreciate the thought though. Give me one moment though. I will be right back. Just checking on Pupper. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Hey, what are you doing, sir? He does this thing where he like tries to knock my hand off my mouse. Also, to answer your question, Sniper, I moved my mic out of the way. I do that sometimes without thinking. But yeah, I am using my microphone on my headset. I'm not really a huge fan of it because I have to actually have it in front of my mouth, and I don't like having a microphone in my peripherals. So that's part of the reason why it randomly gets quiet sometimes, so I apologize. No, it doesn't have to be touching my lips. I just don't like it to be, like, in front of my face, because I can see it there. It's a lot of the reason why I prefer having my regular microphone that I usually use. I am not sure why she is barking. think I like that yay a little better. Because the other one I had adjusted and scrunched down a little bit and it didn't look right. I'm gonna adjust this one just a tad. I'm not gonna like distort it too much. She's barking for a ham. You're ridiculous, Sniper. Oh my gosh. Excuse me, Hambone. What are you doing, sir? Eating a rug is not part of your balanced pupper diet. Okay? You can't eat the rug. It's not good for you. Okay, I already fed you. You don't need to eat the rug. Don't look at me like that. Get over here, silly. Quit eating my rug. You have toys to play with. Here. Go get your starfish. Wanna play with your alligator? Doggo, 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 doggo. Alright, so I'm gonna zoom out here. Do you have a preference on which emote we start with color tonight? They are all 110% fair game. Oops. Thought I'd be able to zoom in one more time without it hiding any of them. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Hey. What are you doing? What are you trying to do with that rug? I don't think it wants to be eaten. Okay. I'll let you eat your toys, but you're not allowed to eat the rug. Oh, I'm sorry. Where did you say that? Because I thought you were just talking about ramen in general because I was talking about ramen. I'm sorry, Sniper. Unless it didn't go through. Oh, I see. Yeah, because I didn't see the part where you were like, no, the emote ramen. I'm like, I see it now. Hey, welcome to chat, Julius. How's it going? Just stop being cold, silly. It's that easy. I'm just kidding. I definitely know that isn't true because I'm always cold. But I've had lots of people say really stupid things like that to me in the past, and I'm like, I don't know know about that. Also, I noticed, Sniper, where you asked if it was Adventure Time music. So this particular mix is supposed to be video game music, but it very well could have been Adventure Time because I had the same thought. Because I'm pretty sure it was like the intro theme. No, not the intro, like the outro theme. Like when it's over. It's like telling someone working in the rain to stop being wet. But water isn't wet. I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. It's like the dumbest argument on the internet. Because it's like, I understand the concept of what people are saying, but like, I don't necessarily agree. And for anybody who isn't familiar with that argument, I am not going to go into details because I don't feel like explaining. That's not what some people think. I'm gonna leave it at that though. Like, I honestly feel like arguments like that are just to upset people. Yeah, I can understand that. And it's just frustrating because, I'm not even gonna. No, I'm not gonna talk about that one. It was Sniper's suggestion. Sniper got to choose our first emote that we are adding color to because he spoke up first, so he gets a gold star. Ooh, I should add a gold star emote. I need to write these down. So we have a slime emote and a gold star emote. The slime emote is gonna be our strawberry milk slime. Because I feel like that is going to be the cutest option. Because I don't like regular milk and I don't like chocolate milk. The strawberry milk is okay. Everybody likes strawberry milk. At least everybody I know. I'm sure like there's probably somebody somewhere who doesn't care for it, but I have not met them. So it's really funny, Julius, I almost called you Ramen, I'm sorry. It's really funny, Julius, because you mentioned the thing about the fact that I'm working on the ramen emote, and like, I actually considered picking this one just because I made ramen tonight and I was really excited about it. But I'm like, no, I'll let chat decide. And Sniper's like ramen, and I'm like, yes. No, you're good, Sniper. See, that's my whole point. Like, I don't know anybody who doesn't like strawberry milk. Oh my gosh, Julius. Like, I feel like everybody deserves a nickname. But... Oh my god. Sniper, I just saw your message about Hambone. Because, like, I'll elaborate on that. I usually talk to my dogs the same way I would a person. Oh, I accidentally almost called Julius Ramen. Because I was talking about ramen, and I was talking to Julius, and I almost called him Julie. Or I almost... Oh my gosh, I'm trying so hard. I'm so tired. Oh my gosh. I'm just gonna stop talking for a bit. No, I don't want to eat you. You're not ramen. Oh my gosh. I'm not into cannibalism. you talking about? Like, what about hot dogs? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't typically eat hot dogs. I've never had a chicken hot dog. I've heard of turkey hot dogs. I've never had them, but I've heard of them. I'm not a huge fan of turkey though. Like, it's weird. I don't understand why different varieties of bird can taste so different. Because, like, chicken is fantastic. It's literally, like, one of my favorite things. But then turkey, I could get by with never eating ever because I don't like it. Granted, like, part of that is because a lot of people don't know how to cook turkey properly. Is like 9 times out of 10, when I've had turkey that has been prepared by people, it's been really, really dry. Like, so dry it's inedible. But again, that's just my experience. I don't know, Julius. Like, I've had turkey made by people who know how to cook, and I still don't really care for it. Like, it's just not a variety of meat I enjoy. Because, like, I've also had, like, lunch meat turkey, which I know that's not really a great comparison. But, like, it isn't dry, and I don't like it either. I'm not certain, Sniper. I just know that it had been cooked and cooked and cooked and cooked and cooked until it was overcooked. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Oh, that would explain why that was a lot lighter than I anticipated it. No, that's not what I wanted to do. A little lighter. You know, both of you have said that, and I am really not convinced. Because, like, it's not just the fact that it was dry. Like, I genuinely don't like the flavor of turkey. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. That was my PS5 controller going on an adventure. It's back now. Back in its place. I'm not sure, Sniper, Julius. So I saw Sniper's name where he said he was gonna be right back. I'm not sure if it's adventure time or not. I'm not really paying much attention to the music, honestly. Like, I'm just kind of in art mode right now, so the world around me doesn't exist. I'm glad to hear that. My controller? Oh, yeah. It's always adventure time. Welcome back, Sniper. magical cheese wizard. They're not welcome here. Everybody's welcome except for the cheese wizard. I'm kidding. They can show up, but they're not allowed to give cheese to anybody who doesn't want it. Oh my gosh, Julius. Oh my gosh, you're silly. Oh my gosh. Sniper, it's not worth it. It's not worth the risk. You attempted, but at what cost? Oh my gosh, Hoki. Jackrabbit or cottontail? Jackalope. Oh my gosh, Pupper. She really needs to stop that. Oh my gosh. So she stopped barking, and the moment that I decided to unmute my mic, she's like, oh hey, I somehow know that your mic is not muted anymore, so I'm gonna go ahead and bark. She might be done now. I heard somebody putting something in a dumpster. That's usually something that gets her wound up, because she's like, ooh, there's a friend outside. Is everybody in her book is a friend? You know, a jackalope weakness. Oh my gosh. It's actually funny though, because I don't really identify with rabbits much. What color was the bowl with our old ramen emote? One moment. Ramen, 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 ramen. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot like a pencil. Sorry if I was coloring too loud. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You're fine, Julius. There are a handful of updates that are different with my new design versus my old design. Um, the biggest one obviously is my color palette, but I did add gauges, just because, like, I didn't include them with my last design. Not sure why. Thought I'd change things up. And I also made all of the jewelry black just because that is a lot faster and easier to color versus silver. That said, the crescent moon necklace is still silver. That's a preference. And yeah, I get that. Picking up on all the random sounds is an adventure. Especially when you ask somebody like, hey, did you hear that? And they just look at you like, what? Like, of course I didn't hear the refrigerator running. Why would I? Because it's loud. You just got bad from an ad. What happened? Oh, you just got back from an ad? I just didn't feel like drawing any beef. Like, I don't know. I didn't want to make the ramen too complicated because when things get shrunk down to emote form, you don't really see a lot of the details. You're fine. And I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go check on something real quick. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Everything is fine. Oh, you're good, Sniper. I just came back also. I went to go check on some things, so you didn't miss a whole lot. So, what's everyone up to tonight? Anything fun and or interesting? Alright, see you soon, Sniper. Alright, welcome back, Sniper. That's good. Awesome. What kind of cereal do you have, Sniper? I think my favorite is probably... Let's see. So I have a lot of favorites, but like... People kind of make fun of some of them. So like, I enjoy Cheerios. Just regular Cheerios, not Honey Nut Cheerios. But I also... Honeycomb is amazing. Let's see. I enjoy Honeycomb. I really enjoy Fruity Pebbles. I don't know, they just have a nice texture. You can get like a whole bunch of them in one spoon and you're like, oh my gosh, there's so many pieces of cereal. So there's another one because you brought it up. So I also don't like Frosted Flakes because they're too sweet. Corn Flakes are the best flakes. You have Fruity Pebbles? That's awesome. Like right now? Or just like you have them but you're not eating them right now? I want that to be purple. Let's find out. I'm gonna fix the face, don't worry. Does that work? I think I do like the bowl to be purple. So I'm gonna make it purple. Okay, that makes sense. Rice Krispies are also good. Yeah, they're alright. Also, for anybody who's curious about why the shadows are not super dark, is because a lot of times if I'm working with colors that are not going to be super visible, as far as the shading, I tend to keep it in the normal blending mode where it's just the color I'm actually shading with until I want it to switch over to actually be shadows. Oh my gosh, Hoki, you are so noisy. I wonder what's outside. Just an explanation for what I was referencing. I'm gonna switch this over to multiply and we'll see what I'm talking about. So when we change it, everything kind of swaps over to show the color that's underneath. It's just a cool trick that makes shading a lot easier. Because like when you're using multiply, you can literally make your shadows any color. And like if it works, it works. If not, you can literally just change the color without having to completely recolor your shading layer. Like, as in redraw your shading layer. So that is just a thing that makes life a lot easier. we finally got to Mega Evolve your shiny Latios. That's awesome. During its Mega Evolution, it looks like a neon green, kind of, yeah. Let's see. And normal shiny Latios is usually kind of like a, let's see. Isn't it usually kind of like a yellow? Or am I thinking Latios? I don't remember which is which. I'm actually not a huge fan of their Mega Evolution. It's like, they both basically look exactly the same, which defeats the purpose of them having different designs. Normal green. Huh. Not sure what the shiny one looks like. I'm gonna have to probably look it up at some point. Latias is red. I don't know how it's shiny. Oh, yeah, I know what color they normally are. I just meant, like, so if Latios is green when it's shiny, then it's Latias that's yellow. It's kind of like a dandelion. I forget which one was what color. And, like, it's funny, because usually, like, there are a lot of Pokemon that I actually prefer the shiny form, and I cannot say that's the case with Latios and Latias. Like, the colors just don't really work for them, in my opinion. Anybody is welcome to disagree with me on that opinion, but that is definitely how I feel about that. And it's like one of those areas where it's like, you know, it's always cool to have a shiny Pokemon regardless of whether or not you like the color palette, but I wouldn't seek them out. I definitely went shiny hunting for Ralts though, because I really like the shiny Gardevoir, the final evolution.
You have shiny Celebi? That's awesome. I remember right, that one's pink, isn't it? And some others too? That's awesome. Awesome. I will check it out if I have time. I probably won't after the stream. I will try to check at some point tomorrow. I'm usually really busy on the days that I stream. Because, like, I work all day beforehand and then I come home and take care of what chores I can before I stream. So it's kind of a little bit of a mix, what I get to do and don't get to do during the week. Steals egg from bowl. Oh my gosh, Sniper. The egg's been sitting there for weeks. I don't know if you still want it or not. It's alright. Oh no, sniper. Hey, welcome back, Julius. Did you know in Germany there is a certain farm where they make sure the pigs are so healthy and not sick that you can literally eat their meat raw without cooking it? Interesting. It makes sense though, because like if the meat isn't diseased, you don't have to worry about getting sick from it. That said, I would probably still not recommend eating raw meat, just in general. I mean, like I said, if the meat isn't diseased, it's probably not going to make you sick whether it's cooked or not. But like, just because they drain all the blood out doesn't mean that, like, theoretically if the meat had like bacteria or parasites or anything, that those would get drained out too. That's why I was kind of saying, like, regardless of how healthy it is, I still recommend cooking meat, generally speaking. It's always the safer option, just as like a precaution. see, so anything good happen? I've just been working on shading. Nothing too exciting. Can't wait to go home. Yeah, that's how I felt all day at work. And like the crazy part, I don't even dislike my job. I just didn't feel like being there today. Some days are just like that. Working out of town sucks. Yeah, I can imagine. Like, I don't know. I won't say that having a long commute is the worst thing I've dealt with, but I've found that I prefer having basically no commute to having any commute at all. Like, if I have the choice, I would not drive long distances to work. Which is weird because it's like, I really enjoy driving, but when I'm going somewhere I want to go, not driving an hour or more to get to somewhere where I'm kind of like, yep, I am showing up here to get a paycheck. Hey, thanks for the follow. Is that DJ Decade? Deja Decade? I really appreciate the follow. If I pronounced your name wrong, please let me know in the chat how to pronounce that correctly. Yee. So tonight I am working on some custom channel emotes for my Twitch channel. This is my ramen emote, which is actually the first that has like actual color. All of the rest are just line art. So pretty exciting. You've been wanting to make some of your own emotes for a while. I totally recommend it. Like, because it's cool to use the emotes that are already on Twitch, but I don't know, it just feels special to be able to use your own. If that makes any sense. So, let's see here. This is my original emote for ramen. I'm trying to see real quick how I did the hearts. And of course it didn't make any of them quite big enough. So we're gonna spam the ramen emote. One moment. Oops. Also, I apologize for not being super talkative tonight. I'm just really focused on what I'm working on here. I totally understand that. By the way, how do you prefer I pronounce your name, just for future reference? That's one of those things I'm really particular about, so I always try to make sure that I am addressing everybody correctly. Deja? Oh, like deja vu. Okay. So it's really obscure, but one thing I always enjoy doing when I am making highlights, I don't know if anybody caught it or not, but on the egg, I totally just put a smiley face there. I like to hide them in places. Thank you. Alright, zooming out to test to see if this is readable. Gonna add some spots over here with highlights. Not highlights, but I'm just gonna take the shadows away. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and save. I would start another one. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of Emote Sniper. Fish and ramen. You know, it's funny because I've never had fish flavored ramen. Because like I know, like as far as instant ramen flavors, there's like the shrimp flavor. I've never had that one. I don't know if there's any other that are like actual like fish though. Like, because I don't really consider like shellfish to be fish. Because it's seafood, but they're more like I mean, I guess technically because the regular I was gonna say, because technically, yeah, the miso is dried fish flakes, but it's like you don't really taste the fish. Like, it doesn't taste fishy. It's like, if anything, it has more of like a smoky flavor almost. At least in my opinion. Like, I don't know. Alright, so I'm gonna see real quick. Alright, give me one moment. I'm just going to do a couple things real quick. Okay, that does not work. Oh, that's right, because I have my background. So everyone bear with me for a moment here because I can't see chat. Also, I keep forgetting that this canvas is like literally about 4 feet by 4 feet. Like, if I zoom out all the way, like as far as the dimensions, this is actually like 4 feet across both ways. Because I like my emotes to be really high quality in terms of like print quality, because these will also be stickers in my store once I get all of that back up and running. Just working on getting to that point. Speaking of which, one moment here. Okay, so it's looking like all of our emotes are going to be roughly 5 inches by 5 inches instead of 3 inches like last time. But anyway, if anybody wants to consider helping me get my store back up and running, I currently have an account set up with Throne, where people are able to sort of donate and help sort of show support, I guess. It's not something I typically prefer to ask for. It's just back last May, I was dealing with a bit of a domestic violence scenario, and a lot of my equipment was damaged beyond repair. Unfortunately, insurance was not willing to cover that because the person was living with me, despite the fact that everything that was damaged was purchased well before I ever knew that individual. So, whole situation is really irritating. I am obviously saving and doing what I can to replace everything, but anything helps, so I appreciate if you consider it. If not, I totally understand, because I know that the economy is a bit rough for everyone right now, so it's not something I expect. It's just something I like to throw out on occasion. Alright, let's test this out. One moment here. I am going to attempt to add this to my channel. Let's see, that was in Creator Dashboard. Viewer Rewards, Emotes. Going to take our old emote. Move from slot. Oh no, image file too large. I knew that would probably be the case. So we will go ahead and make that 3 inches. Export. Yes, I do want to replace that. Thank you for asking. Alright, so at a glance, I'm probably going to go ahead and actually change the color of the hoodie to a lighter gray, maybe. Or I might switch the clothes back to purple like my original set. I just kind of wanted it to be black. But I'm going to go ahead and ramen. Yeah, that does have the same name as another one already in my library. That's because I'm replacing it. Let's see if it lets me just delete it altogether. Delete from library. Load. Alright, so now we're going to test this out. Okay, I'm going to refresh my browser. And it should have new emote in here. So there is our new ramen emote. I do think I'm probably gonna go through and make all of the highlights on the eyelashes a bit brighter. And I am gonna change the color of the clothes because it makes it hard to see. There's not enough contrast there. Yeah, that is our ramen emote for now. I'm gonna go ahead and get that updated. So I'm gonna go in here, my line art. Line art. See, because I was worried before about this being too emphasized when I was working on them, to finding out that it wasn't emphasized enough. That is the fun thing about art. Because you never know how things are actually going to end up. Because you have an idea of what you have planned, but sometimes things just need to be adjusted to work out the way you want them to. In ways that you don't always expect to have to make them work out. I guess a lot of art, even though it like kind of goes against what I like to do, but like a lot of figuring art out is just being adaptable in general. what color do I want to make all the clothes? I want to make it purple like before. See, because I really like purple because it's one of those colors that kind of contrasts well, but if I make the shirt purple, I have to change the color of the bowl because otherwise we're gonna have too much purple. Let me get a... I don't want to make it gray because my main colors are gray. I'm gonna make it red to match the chopsticks. Probably not. Let's see here. I'm actually just gonna make it a dark gray, but I'm going to put a bunch of really obnoxious highlights on it. Oh no. Hey, welcome back, Sniper. What's that, Sniper? Alright, let's try this. Okay, so I'm gonna change the color of the bowl. It's gonna be a lighter color. I don't necessarily want it to be white, but it might end up being white. You have 73 hours watched, 44,020 coins earned. You sent 3. I'm assuming that's 3,490. Sorry, the period instead of the comma threw me off. So 3,490 chats in chat and spent 4,000 coins on my channel. Awesome. Also, your nervous emote is the first place as well as the most used. You know, honestly, I believe that because I know you like to use that one. No, you're fine, Sniper. That's my fault for not looking at it right. Alright, one more try. Want to know a secret nobody knows about you? Is that something you want to share in chat? Because if you share it in chat, then everybody will know. But that's up to you. Alright, so I think that is officially our new ramen emote. I might still go around and maybe... I'm probably going to end up adding a outline on all my emotes. I'll do that in a different program though, so it's more uniform. But just a white outline around all of them maybe, so that we don't lose any of the details in the ears. It's not like a big secret or anything. That's up to you if you want to share or not. I'm always happy to learn things. Sometimes when you're on your phone, you like to look for drawings or pictures that have a nervous mood so you can use them for your profile picture. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, if that's what you want your profile picture to be, there's no judgment there. But yeah, that is our finished ramen emote. I'm actually pretty excited with how it turned out. I'll be back same time tomorrow. That'll be 8 p.m. Eastern time, 5 p.m. Pacific for anyone who wants to stop by. And we can color another emote or two, hopefully two, but it'll depend on how complicated they are. I would say we're probably only going to be able to color one per night, just because I am leaning a little bit more towards having more detail in my new emotes versus my old ones. Because, like, I feel like my old emotes were a lot more simplistic than they needed to be. Just because I was nervous about, like, keeping everything consistent. But now I'm kind of just like, you know, I just want them to look nice. The reason behind it is that sometimes you get nervous about things, so you use profile, or you use I can't talk. Use pictures or drawings. Also, the drawings look good. Oh, thank you for your profile picture. Yeah, that makes sense. You literally have a small gallery of nervous pictures and drawings. I mean, if that's how you feel, like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with, like, sharing that. Because, like, if that's just kind of like your neutral, then, like, it makes sense to want that to be your profile picture. Awesome. So do we have any recommendations tonight for a raid? I am happy to send our stream wherever you all want to go. You don't know who to raid? Let's see here. So I see a couple recommended channels that are doing art. The one that catches my attention is Kobold Curious. I don't know if that's supposed to say curious or curios, but I'll go ahead and raid them. Also, we saw your profile pictures on Discord before. Yeah, I've seen a handful of them. Alright, so we are gonna go to Kobold Curious channel. Go ahead and /raid. Alright, thank you all so much for being here tonight. Like I said, I'll be back same time tomorrow. That'll be 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific. Thanks for being here, Sniper. And we'll go check out Kobold's channel. It says they're working on art, so I'm excited to see what that might be. But yeah, I hope everyone has a great night, and I'll see you all tomorrow.